Well, the competitive Democratic presidential race was fun while it lasted, but according to the media, it's now over. Based on the Nevada caucuses, everybody had been writing that Hillary Clinton was in deep, deep trouble. She couldn't seem to beat Bernie Sanders. She couldn't seem to generate any enthusiasm. She couldn't win women. She couldn't win younger voters. She has an FBI investigation hanging over her head. And now she's back to inevitable. How did that happen? Well, the Clinton campaign said all along that Iowa and New Hampshire would not be great states for her because they were mostly white states. Bernie practically tied her in Iowa and, of course, clobbered her in New Hampshire. But with this 5-point win in Nevada, in part because of strong support from African-American voters, and heading into South Carolina, where African-American voters are a major constituency, basically, the press is now buying into the notion that, she's got a huge advantage in the contest as we head into Super Tuesday and beyond. That's what the Hillary camp has been saying all along. But it seemed like she was struggling to such a degree that the press either convinced itself or was, sufficiently impressed by the grassroots enthusiasm and the money raised by Bernie Sanders that it actually seemed that Hillary might lose, and there was talk of somebody else was going to get in and all of that. Now, I do think the media ought to be very careful about the I word, inevitable, because when did we first hear that? Hillary Clinton was inevitable in 2007 and early 2008 until she wasn't, and she lost. And Hillary Clinton was inevitable for most of 2015. And Sanders was kind of a gadfly, interesting guy, socialist, 74 years old. He wasn't going to go anywhere. And then suddenly she didn't seem quite so inevitable. So it could well be that she is back on track. She still, of course, has major problems winning over younger voters and women. And she's got the law enforcement issue having to do with honesty and trustworthiness and the email scandal. But for the moment, the press is now much more interested in the Republican race. Hillary is going to coast. That according to the media geniuses who, as we know, are never wrong.